One last thing. Before I leave the grid, the geographical numeracies of this particular rolly lock in diorama and verification and geo coordinates with geonatology purpose. I also mentioned to Gerard about, because he said he was growing his beard, and I said, you know, in some parts of the world, I call it like Epsilon East. The beard for a man is the most important, like, sacred feature. I said, in fact, actually, my father always had a beard, and he, by accident, shaved a little too far up, and then he wound up taking his beard off, and I was like, don't you ever do that again. I don't like looking at your face. It belongs with hair on it, for my Lewis. And then I said, but it's a sacred rite of passage, you know, and they couldn't ever imagine taking their beard off would be like chopping an arm off. I was like, however, I was like, for me, personally, in Goddess Nyx, one Zohan plane of reality, an astral plane, I do not like on my man hair at all. It is not a attractive feature in my genetic akinment, or akin, whichever. So that's that. I was like, and then I had a thought, which I did not say to him. I'm just sitting in the car. I also had the thought before. When I did not realize that I was working at Chase, the bank, Chase, in New York, in Long Island. And when I got to the small business banker, Bob something or other, the residential manager who traveled between branches, he had tickets through Chase to a hockey game at Madison Square Garden, which was the New York Rangers, NEWYORKRANGERS, which is where the gentleman that came, who was one of the clients, bought me the Lindquist New York Islanders jersey. It was a VIP version, which, again, I don't do research on this stuff. I don't go to sports entertainment things. I don't know who I know George Steinbrenner, only name I know, owns the Yankees. All I know. Other than that, I haven't heard. I don't listen. My kids might know, but I have no idea. Now that I'm thinking of it, the very handsome gentleman that Bob brought me to the game as a whatever, I guess as a reference maybe, I did not know that WANG, WANG, owned the New York Rangers, first of all. I don't know what their affinity is with Chase for my Zohan purpose. And the man that came was clean shaven. And again, I did not ask him to shave his beard. If he's supposed to have a respectful Zoroanthros like beard of the wavy whatever, it was not I who asked for him. That was on his own fruition or his own appreciation of things, or wanting to help or pitch in or whatever, whatever spracha you use in respectful hidden tribes. So I do not know, but I will say for verification, he came clean shaven. He had very beautiful bone structure in his face, and he was I don't know, is the right word tawny? I want to say tan, but then that is a little too, then it gets in an argument between pink and a yellow sect of others at a lower, not a hidden tribe level outside of that, and then that becomes problems with computers and IT people at Air Force and aviation level. All right, let's think about this. But the gentleman was very nice. I think we went to, and maybe it was a Moroccan restaurant. It was more exotic than I had ever been introduced to. I just think, no, I went with John to Indus Valley in Manhattan, which I liked. But I'd never been to a Moroccan restaurant. I don't know the people, I don't know the culture, I don't know the food. But that's where we went. And we had a nice evening, and he knew things, spiritual things, and he was having a conversation and asking my opinion on things, which again, I didn't really have much to offer. I just listened mostly, and it's hard to remember specifics as to what he was speaking of. Let's think about this. And I couldn't tell you his name. I think he mentioned it in the beginning, but it was not something. I'm bad with the remembering of people's names for whatever reason. I think it's just this environment that I'm in, that I'm trapped in. Let's think about this. All right, but I know that there was some. I have a verification with Maria in New Hyde Park at some point, with someone passing her information that was an upcoming event in my lifetime they were trying to not have to go towards, but if they did, they had a commitment from somebody to shave their beard in respect, to prove and show to someone else that we were in alignment, so this way we didn't have to keep punishing Zarina for the argument at some other hidden tribe level, since we were in agreement before I arrived, and then I don't know how it has fallen so deviously apart, leaving me raisioning in the sun like a grape that just shrivels up like ugly, for 42 years.